Hi everyone, today we're going to start chapter 5 today for graphs. The first one is solving inequation. So well, I'm pretty sure you guys remember how to solve inequation, so let's do a few quick examples. Linear is the easiest, so no matter there was two unequal signs or three unequal signs, all you need to do is do the same thing to all of them, all the terms at the same time, then you're fine. Only time you need to swap the sign is when you times or divide by negative numbers. So let's get started with the first one. So you got 4x here. We can divide every single term by 4. So negative 8 divided by 4 is negative 2. Is a positive, we divide by a positive number, so it doesn't change sign at all. And 12 divided by 4 is 3. So we got between negative 2 and 3. Okay, so make sure we most of the time we got asked to draw a number line, so make sure you do that. Okay, so you got negative 3, negative 2, negative 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now this is really important. Here is larger, this is more, this is smaller and equals to. So you need to is a solid point. Okay, so solid point here. The other one is smaller than, so that would be a empty circle. Okay, so just draw a line together and that's it. Yeah, same with the next one. So 3x, we'll divide every term by 3, so that will fall 3 less than x less than equals to 5. Okay, so actually draw that down. So let's draw a few dots first. So negative 2, negative 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now well, there's positive. Sorry. So 4 was 3 is 1 and 1 first, who's here. So it's empty circle because it's less than. And then 5 is less than equals to 5, so it's solid point. So okay, easy. Now next bit, we can basically solve the whole thing using, basically you can solve it like equation, like a linear equation. The only time we need to change the sign is when we times both sides by a positive negative number. When we're moving across the terms, it doesn't change. Okay, so that means let's say move x to one side and 3 to the other. Okay, so move, then change sign, so 2x minus x larger than 7 minus 3 plus bigger minus, so it'll be x larger than, x larger than 4. So we just need to do larger than 4. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So larger than 4. Larger than is not equals to, is empty circle, and larger than, so it's on the right hand side of 4. Make sure it's got arrow. Yeah. Okay, next one. I'm pretty sure you guys can do the rest. I'm just going to quickly do it here. Okay. So that would be 3x minus 0.5x less than 3 plus 2, so 2.5x less than 5, x less than equals to 2. So let's say 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, negative 1, negative 2, less than equals to 2, so solid point at 2, and there. Okay, I'm just going to quickly do this one. So 6 larger than 3x, so 2 larger than x. So 2 larger than x, so x smaller than 2. So let's draw another line first. Oopsie. not perfect here. So 3, 2, 1, 0, negative 1, negative 2, negative 3. Apologize, my line's not that good. So empty circle because it's smaller than. So yep, simple. Alright, so let's do quadratic. Okay. Now this thing, it's really similar to linear, but we just with one twist. We can solve it like so first of all we move everything to one side first, and then we solve it like a equation. Okay, so it's already moved for us, so we just need to do that. So we got x squared plus 2. Let's solve x squared plus 2x minus 3 equals 0 first. Okay, so that is what, plus 3 minus 1. Yeah, x plus 3, x minus 1. Okay, equals 0. So x equals to 1, x equals to negative 3. Okay, so let's draw a number line, indicate those things first. So you got 2, 1, 0, negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4. Okay, so is less than sign, is a less than sign, so it's empty circle. Now we don't know whether it's inside or outside. So for quadratics, it's either in between the two numbers or outside the two numbers. The easiest way to check is 0. Unless one of those two numbers are 0, I will always use 0 to check it, or you can pick any numbers you want. It's just in between or outside. Okay, I like 0 because you can cancel everything out. So test x equals 0. So 0 plus 0 minus 3. So negative 3 less than 0. Is that correct? Yes. So that means it's in the middle. Okay. I'm pretty sure you guys can do that. So I'm just going to quickly do this. So x minus 4, x minus 1 equals 0. So you got x equals to 4, x equals to 1. Okay. So you got another line. So negative 2, negative 1, 0, 1, 2, C, 3, and 4. Okay. So it's larger equals to, so we saw a dot. Okay, 4 and 1. Now you can also test 0, because if it's correct, that means it's on the outside. Okay, so 4 larger equals to 0, so that's correct. So that is on the outside, and the outside that's okay. I'm pretty sure you can do the right last one. I'm not going to go through this one here. So another thing is inequation we're talking about today, and absolute value. So let's get started with inequation. So if absolute value of x equals to 7, there's two cases. So if x can be larger than 0, yeah. So if x larger than 0, the absolute value did nothing. The absolute value sign do nothing. So x equals to 7, yeah. So when x is smaller than 0, so if it's smaller than 0, the absolute value just give a negative sign to x, yeah. So it will be negative x. Equals to 7. So x equals to negative 7. So we got solution of x equals to positive negative 7. Okay, so that means positive negative 7 inside the absolute value sign, it still works, yeah. So the next one is a little bit tricky. Well, not really tricky, because it doesn't matter x is positive or negative. If x is 0, doesn't matter it's positive or negative, it's still equal to 0. Okay, so x just equals 0, doesn't matter. Or it can be positive, negative 0, but at the end of the day, it's still 0. Okay, the last one. Okay, this one is interesting. So it's the same method. If x is larger than 0, so x will be the absolute value to nothing. Yeah, so x less than equal to 2. Okay, okay, x less than equal to 2. Then we got one part of it. What about when x is smaller than 0? That means we need to put a negative sign there. So negative x less than equals to 2. Now we can times both sides by negative 1. If once we do that, we need to swap the sign. Okay, so we kind of got negative 2 and less than x bigger than -2 and less than equals to 2. Okay, that's the solution. Okay, now solving those ones are basically the same. So again, you got two situations when x minus 1 larger than 0. Okay, so that doesn't change in there. So x minus 1 less than 2. So plus 1 on both sides, that would be 3. Okay, so x minus 1 smaller than 0. Okay, now when it's more than 0, that means you need to put a negative sign in front here. So that's what the absolute value do to the term. Okay, so then you can times -1 on both sides. And we plus 1 on both sides. And plus 1 then -1. Okay, so we got x, wait, is x between -1 and 3. Basically just need to connect those two together, but sometimes it's on the outside, not inside. Okay, anyway, I think you guys can do the rest. Make sure you draw a number line as well. I'm just going to skip this part for now. Okay, alright, this one's slightly harder. Okay, for equation, if we solve this as the equation, we can times both sides by this, but in this case we can't. The reason being that is we don't know whether this term is positive or negative. So we can't times both sides by this, because if we times the negative, the sign change. So what can we times by? Smart. 2x minus 1 square, yeah? Times both sides by 2x minus 1 square, okay? Well, before we do that, there is one more thing we need to do, because 2x minus 1, it can't be 0, okay? This is serious business, because otherwise it doesn't make sense. Yeah, so 2x not equals to 1, x not equals to half. Okay, so this is important. If you skip this part, you're probably going to lose some marks here. Okay, so let's go back to this. So we can times both sides by 2x minus 1 square. So for something that is a square, is either 0 or a positive number. So we can times those things and keep the sign remains the same. So if you times that, the left hand side becomes 5x times 2x minus 1. The right hand side would be 2x minus 1 square. Let's expand that. So you got 10x squared minus 5x and 4x squared minus 4x plus 1. Oh, this is a 3. Apologize. Oh, almost got it wrong. So you got 10x squared minus 5x. 12x squared minus 12x plus 3. I'm just going to bring it over here, okay? Over here, so you got let's move everything to one side. Remember, when we have quadratic, we move everything to one side. So 0 equals 2. 12 minus 10 is 2x squared. Minus 12 minus 5 is negative 17. No, plus 5. Almost got it wrong. So that would be minus 7x. And then plus 3, okay. 2 times 3 is 6. Minus 1, 7. Okay, cool. So, oopsie. We do this first, okay. Now, we can solve the quadratic. So, 0 equals to 2x squared minus 7x plus 3. So, it can be 2x minus 1, x minus 3. So, negative 6x, negative 1x will be negative 7x. So, x equals to half and x equals to 3. Now, x can be negative 1 or 2, but we're just going to keep it like this for now, okay? So, let's draw it out. So, we got, let's draw the number line. So, we got 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so this is half. Right, it can be is large equals 2, but it can't be half, so it's an empty circle here. That's what it does. If it can't be the that number, that means it's empty circle, even though it's large equals 2. Okay, the other one is 3, so 3, there's no restriction to 3, so it's a solid dot. Okay, now what we need to know is either inside or outside, so you can test it. X equals 0. Okay, so that means we use this term, this one. Okay, well, you can always use the one in the back, the one up there, but well, if I got simplified this already, may as well use this. So x larger than that 0 minus 0 plus 3, so does it make sense? No. So that means 0 is not including middles. 0 is not included in number line, so it's not the outside, it's the inside. Okay. Yep. Now the last one, you probably look like complicated, but it's the same thing. We can do both versions. Now this one is a little bit tricky. I'll show you why. So when x plus 4 larger than 0, so when it's positive, so the absolute value sign do nothing, so 2 less than x plus 4 less than 6. Well, we can minus all the terms by 4, so you got -2 less than x less than 6. Okay, oh wait, less than 2. Okay, this makes sense. Right, the other one, when this is less than 0. Now this is tricky. So 2 less than minus x plus 4. So if this term is less than 0, then there should be a negative sign there, isn't it? Now, and then we got 6. So we times all the term by -1, so we flip all the signs. And then we minus 4 on all signs, so that would be negative what? -6. Larger than -4, -10. Okay, so it makes sense too. Yeah, so that means we got two groups. Is x really, so we basically can draw two lines, but if we do here, let's draw the number line first, but we can fit them all in one line, I guess. It just needs to be a right range of it. Okay, so right, so let's do this. So let's do 0. Okay, 0 here. 1, 2. You know what? 0, 1, 2. -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6, -7, -8, -9, and -10. Okay, so it's between -2 and 2, so it's less than, so there's no equal. So one part here, and the other part is between -6 to -10, so -10 is here, -6 is here, so yep, so two parts. Okay, yeah, it is a little bit tricky, but that's how it is. Okay, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I got a few questions for you to do. This bit, this topic, kind of like a important important topic for the rest of this chapter. So I just give you a little more question to do. So 8 questions. Hope you enjoyed the video. Bye.